welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. And if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Zilliqa, the Zilliqa exchange. What are the best rates? How does it work? Why do people rate Zilliqa? This is a very common question that I get asked a lot. And as we are now starting to see the market move, some of you are questioning whether to continue to hold Zilliqa. Is it going to be a good investment, bad investment? And, let's go through some of the things that I've been looking into. And let's see if I can put your mind at ease about this particular ecosystem and just how good it is. Now, it's not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. You need to ultimately do your own research and make sure that it is the right thing for you. But let's go into it, right? Let's dive into, Zilliqa and why, a lot of people rate Zilliqa. Now, what is it, right? So for those wondering, what is the Zilliqa cryptocurrency? Zilliqa is a Singapore-based third-generation blockchain project created by a team of renowned scientists and entrepreneurs. It is aimed to solve some of the problems that affected the processors blockchains such as Ethereum and Bitcoin. One of the major problems that Zilliqa tries to solve is the issue of scalability. That's one of the key things. Now, you obviously have the Zilliqa coin. So compared to centralized data storage platforms such as Google or Visa, most blockchain networks remain safe given their decentralized nature. To hack a blockchain platform, you will need to control more than 50% of the nodes on it. To prevent this, Zilliqa cryptocurrency comes packed with the following key features. The network sharding. So security is a very, very big deal in this space. So the network sharding is splitting blockchain nodes into different subgroups known as shards. Each shard processes and achieves consensus on a subnet transaction. The secure and efficient consensus mechanism of it, the friendly smart contract language, and the profitable mining. So the Zilliqa network reduces the miner's cost of processing a transaction while simultaneously reducing the transaction fee for every transaction. Since the number of transactions being processed per second will be significantly higher, competition will be less intense. Now, what is the future? So the market remains completely unpredictable, and trying to figure out the future for Zilliqa can be tricky, right? So some of the recent keynote Zilliqa partnerships include Shopping.io has partnered with Zilliqa to allow Zilliqa holders to spend their tokens on popular e-commerce platforms such as Amazon, Walmart, and eBay. Foreign Exchange Clearinghouse hopes to provide swaps for traders who want to benefit from trading assets while boosting the liquidity of ZIL. And most experts remain bullish on ZIL's future price, citing that it may hit new highs. I love that. Now, Trading Beast predicts Zilliqa price might hit 29 cents by the end of 21 and $1.15 by the end of 2022. We'll talk about that today, right? Because I think that's extremely conservative in my perspective about where Zilliqa is going in the coming months. Now, the swap zone, so the best place for exchange ZIL. So the market is full of so many ZIL exchanges, right? But swap zone happens to be one of the best places that you can go to in regards to it. And I'll show you what that looks like, right? So compare crypto exchange rates and you can actually get the best bargain for swapping Zilliqa. So they aggregate cryptocurrency exchange rates, transaction process speeds, and reviews on crypto exchanges. So if you want to go on there, you can actually get a good estimate on who is the best for your needs. And it can be for all sorts of different cryptocurrency, right? So if let's say I wanted for Ethereum, and to swap for say some Bitcoin, then it will start to give me the best ones and where are they and sort of what sort of rating they got. So like this one's got like, for example, 4.5 stars. So that's the kind of thing here as well. So just keep an eye out on that. I thought that was pretty useful. Now, do check out ZIL Swap because obviously ZIL Swap is pretty major as well as part of the ecosystem of the entire Zilliqa blockchain. And now live, is Arc as well on there. And I think the platform itself looks spectacular, right? I mean, look at the design, the UX on this, right? It's beautiful. So Zil Swap looks really, really, really phenomenal. Very nice to to navigate and look at, and you can connect your wallets. You can connect your Zil Pay wallet, your Zivs, or your Bolt X. So there are many different types of wallets that you can add on there. You got the pool as well, from a liquidity point of view as well. So there's tons and tons of things that you can do on here. The ARC beta is now on here as well. And there's just so many cool things that you can do on here, right? And it all comes back to having an understanding of the entire ecosystem, right? The Zil Bridge, powered by Carbon. How you can do this, very, very easy to make these things happen. The governance perspective of it, and you got a guide, right? That you can learn more about Zil Swap and all the little different intricate features of it. And also, of course, stay up to date by following the Twitter account and hitting that alarm bell, because you've got airdrop alerts, you've got new things that are coming out, you got the ecosystem, which we'll talk about in a moment. So do check it out because it is pretty cool. Now, there are obviously three major parts to the Zilliqa ecosystem. You've got the Zil Bridge, the Zil NFTs, and the Shilla. So, are there even explanation needed? Bridging assets between Zilliqa and Ethereum, a massive wall, the Zil Bridge. The NFTs, creators load Zilliqa, have the cost compared to Ethereum is so far superior. And with the Shilla, have you ever thought on creating your own programming language? Sounds like tremendous work, but nothing is impossible when Zilliqa, so Shilla appeared. And that's where the uniqueness comes from when it comes to this, right? Now, for educational purposes, this particular session, talks about the NFT heat and discuss where upcoming creator fund for Zilliqa and creator economy comes. So there will be some new creator funds which are coming out on the Zilliqa platform, which is bullish for Zilliqa. Now, one of the key things that I wanted to talk about today is this incredible new chart that has been created in regards to the entire ecosystem of Zilliqa. This is where it is growing at such a rapid rate. I mean, I just look back at earlier in the year when I was talking about Zilliqa and where it is now and where it's going to be. It's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal ecosystem. You got your XCAD as part of that. You got Zil Swap as part of it. But there is just so much going on at the moment, right? It's truly remarkable just how big this system is. Now, the head of sales and marketing will be speaking at Switch Singapore, which will happen, this will be occurring tomorrow. And that, what is next for Zilliqa. So I'll be keeping a very, very close eye, and any major updates, I will be updating you on that. You can go online and actually register for the ticket. $50 entry for the tickets as well. So that will be, if you like to attend the event. But I'll be keeping a close eye on what updates, if any, he's going to bring from that. Let's jump into Atani. Let's have a look at some indicators. Now, as we begin to look at the charts at the moment, we're looking for some particular indicators. This is on the daily. We can see on the daily that the MACD is bullish, but just bullish. Now, as Bitcoin rallies, and today is a historical day with Bitcoin hitting all-time highs, what's really, really important when we look at this from this particular perspective is to know that the altcoins will suffer a little bit during Bitcoin's next phase of moving up. And so we might see the altcoins struggle a little bit, which will be your opportunity to capitalize while Bitcoin rallies, right? Money will flow into Bitcoin. Then once Bitcoin slows down, the money will flow all into the altcoins. So be mindful of that, but make sure that whatever you choose, you're choosing good projects with solid foundations and solid ecosystems. When we look at the hourly perspective though, it is 3.60% up. It is back inside the 11 cents mark. Price ranges that we've seen. This is not something new. I mean, we saw as high as 11,675, and we were getting really, really excited and thought, okay, we're going to break into the 12s, and then we went back down straight away. So we're looking for a clear break above 12 cents. That there is really, really critical. So go to 12 and then consolidate above 12, and that should see us begin to move towards, getting to newer highs. We're still a fair bit away from where we were, that 13.2 that happened back in September. So there's still quite a while to go, when we look at that. But at the moment, from a project perspective, from an ecosystem perspective, with XCAD, launching around the world, showcasing the power of Zilliqa and the entire Zilliqa ecosystem. For me, the charts are looking very, 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 very good for Zilliqa. But let's have a look at some drawings. Okay, so where we're at right now, and what do we need to do, right? So one of the key things that we're going to go towards is that 14 cents mark. Now, once we approach that will be a very, very important aspect. But going above 12 and consolidating above 12 will get us over this pink line that has been drawn. That there will signal the next phase of the run, and then we'll go to 14 and quickly go to 20 very, very quickly from there. We look at it from a different perspective. Right now, what we are positioning ourselves with is getting ourselves ready to march towards 32 cents. Then, once we consolidate above 32 cents, we will then start to go towards the 40s and beyond. But it is so undervalued compared to what it is right now. So what's going to happen is something along these lines, right? We're going to hover around this 11.5 for a little bit, and then we're going to break out and go towards 13.5. Something along these lines is what I'm expecting. Then from there, key points are, 14, 16, 16 and a half to 17 cents. 20 cents will be very, very important, and 24 cents will be a major point, which will then be where we were, like back in April, and then we'll smash through and go into the 30s and 40s and beyond. What type of future do I see for this ecosystem? Well, I think wave 5 has started. So I think wave 5 is beginning as we speak, and we will start to move towards $1 to $1.10. But for now, we need to consolidate above 12. Once we get that confirmation, we will start to begin our journey towards, breaking the previous 24 cents, then going into the 30s, 40s, and 50s before we get a real big consolidation phase before we start to move forward and continue to go further and further and further and further and further. What an exciting time it is for this ecosystem. If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.